now to go inside out with our NBA insider, Ian Begley. Ian, Brunson missed just 2 games with the ankle injury. He returned Wednesday in Dallas and scored 28 points in 35 minutes. What were you looking for, and how did he look to you coming back from injury?
Yeah, I was actually looking for Friday's injury report to see how Brunson came back after that game. And he's probable, so he's going to play. And that means he bounced back well. That means there were no issues after the game. And to me, it looked like he didn't really miss a beat. And if you look at him just missing 2 games there, I think early prognosis there internally was longer than that. It was a few games longer than that. And so he's a quick healer. He wanted to get on the court as soon as possible. Obviously helps the Knicks to a win, and the captain is back.
Yeah, another guy helping the Knicks to a win is Landry Shamet. Some late clutch 3-point shooting and solid defense. With OG Anunoby out, he has certainly taken advantage of his opportunity. What stood out to you about his play recently?
Yeah, it's just Mike Brown's trust in him. And Mike Brown says that Shamet really does a great job on defense. He gives you effort. He's going to fight, and then he's going to hit open shots. And what he does really well, what Mike Brown references a lot, is Shamet's cutting. And the way he cuts in that Knick offense, it opens up space for his teammates, opens up shots for himself and others. And Brown really appreciates that about Shamet. Shamet, remember, was battling for a roster spot coming out of training camp. And I always thought he was going to get the spot, and it was a matter of the Knicks making room for another veteran, because Mike Brown really likes Shamet, and he's used him a lot. Even before OG Anunoby's injury, he was in there a lot. And even if you go back to last year, Tom Thibodeau was a big Landry Shamet fan. So he's certainly shown himself in this organization to be a positive player who can impact winning.
Yeah, it definitely has. So let's stick with Mike Brown here. The Knicks are 9-5 so far in the Mike Brown era. What have you learned about Brown as the Knicks head coach so far?
A couple of things. I think with Brown, he wants the Knicks to play a certain way on offense. He wants the ball to move. He wants the floor to be spread. He doesn't want to see a lot of isolation. And he's been pretty vocal about it after games and after practices, and trying to get the Knicks to play to that way, to his standard. And he's going to hold the standard high. And so it's interesting to see how, publicly, privately, he will hold guys accountable for not doing that, and also for not giving maximum effort. That's what you're hearing early on. But this is going to be a big test for Mike Brown, I think, and the coaching staff, because this Magic team came into the Garden earlier this month and really played well against the Knicks. It was the Knicks' first game at home that they really struggled offensively. They got beat on the board. So what adjustments can the Knicks make here facing the same Magic team that's going to be without Paolo Banchero on Saturday? Can they come out, make the necessary adjustments, and look better than they did in that game at the Garden?
Yeah, and facing them in Orlando, Ian, one last one for you. How big was that win in Dallas, being able to get it on the road for the Knicks, kind of propelling them to this game against the Magic?
Yeah, look, winning on the road, they say, is very difficult. So for them to get their first one, obviously helpful. And it was one of those games where you could see maybe it kind of galvanized the group in a sense, because everybody was contributing. So now, look, they get the monkey off their back on the road, but you face a tough Magic team, a talented Magic team that really took it to you at the Garden. So I'm looking at this as a test for not only Mike Brown and his staff, but also the players. How do you bounce back from that performance against Orlando when things certainly did not go well at Madison Square Garden?
Yeah.